I pushed the button.
Oh no.
I lost all my money. I'm poor. I have nothing now. But we're in.
Get out of here, you filthy poor.
You filthy poor. We're in the shadow. First good sign. This is happening right in the shadow of an LTE tower. So hopefully we'll have 5 bars this entire time. That's the number one thing. Second of all, we have all the beautiful people from the Bottle Rogue team, all the way down from our remote locations. We got Mac John Cheese, Emily. We have Bonnie. We got Jason Murphy. We got Roberto Villegas, Vincent Rapport. We got Jacob Merrill, and of course, Major Domo of Scamstuff.com, David Rowan. We're gonna walk. All right, look. Here's some things.
Bryce and Brandt.
We are missing Bryce and Brandt.
We are missing them.
They're somewhere out there.
So, things you should know so far. Number one, in the shadow of an LTE tower, 5 bars all the way across 7 acres. Second of all, the position, very deliberately chosen. We are less than 1 mile from caged lions, true fact. Just in case.
Yeah. All right.
You never know. We are less than 1 mile from a fire station. Very important.
That's very important.
We are next door to battle-hardened veterans of war.
Foreign war.
We've got people who have killed other people, and when we need them, they're very close.
I thought you weren't going to talk. Oh, you meant the VA thing.
Oh, the VFW, yeah. It's very also, talk to Spectrum, formerly Time Warner, and if they lie to me, I swear to goodness, God's damn their eyes, Gigabit. Gigabit here, and as you'll soon see, Cat 6 cable throughout everything here. What you're about to see is the Paper Street House from Fight Club at the beginning of a cult movement. Don't look at it for what it is. Look at it for what it's going to be. I was supposed to call Justin Robert Young. I definitely picked you for to do that. Definitely did not do that. Yeah, call him right out. Call him right out.
What am I going to call him?
Also, get ready, because that's kind of how it's going to be. Remember that thing you were supposed to do? Oh, yeah, I was supposed to do that. We can get there. Hold on. I've got...
Are we going to have him call in? Or is
I was supposed to call him in Skype, but if you want, are you Skyping him?
No.
We can.
Somebody want to Skype Justin Robert Young? We'll chat with him directly. We'll do multiple camera coverage on it.
All right.
Just get on with the program. All right, first of all,
Keep it moving.
7 acres. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And here's the interesting thing. This is the highest elevation right here. I have this personal weakness for a view, and it's got a view-ish. You can tell that this valley goes down and down and down. All these goddamn trees in the way. We'll see about the trees. Some of them are good trees, like oaks. Other of them are water-sucking cedars that are not my friends. The house, this place, when I bought it, was from an acupuncturist. Dude who used to live here, Qigong. Freaking solving diseases with mind powers and stuff. Before that, a nudist colony. Actual nudist colony here.
Now, a nudist colony. Is this an upgrade or about on par?
Also, former tenants, there used to be all these huts or whatever that people would squat in.
Right.
And apparently a couple of those folks got swept up in the 1980s satanic panic. If you haven't heard, this is this time when all these lawyers made the mistake of believing toddlers and not realizing that toddlers will say whatever you want them to say. And so toddlers played this game of let's pretend about how they killed other people for satanic purposes. And then meanwhile, people who ran preschools were like, that's not a thing, that didn't happen. And they're all like, eyewitness testimony, it's unstoppable and a real thing. And then they went to jail. Some of the folks who lived on this property got scooped up in some crazy stuff, went to motherfucking jail. Real thing that happened. Also, before we go in, this is gonna go away. I want you to see this. This bus, God, there's so much room, I get to run. This bus over here, that is a bus that used to be a train car that was converted into a bus, and at some point they swapped out the diesel engine for a literal race car engine somebody had laying around. The story that was told to me was that the two, I don't think they were brothers, but the two guys who did this finished the job, had a campfire, cracked open some beers, promptly had an argument, and one straight up murdered the other. Real thing. So enjoy this guy. It's gone and sold, but this space forever haunted. Also, the space I'm standing in, where I want to build a 3-story tower eventually. With a great view. It'll be a great view. I mean, imagine a giant steel building. You got a warehouse on the bottom. You got edit bays and podcast studios. Above that, you have a bar. That's where we shoot all the scam school stuff. This over here, remember I talked about it being a nudist colony? This is the dipping wading pool that the nudists laid all around. We can blow stuff up there in the short term. We can nice it up and turn this into an insane hot tub. We can make a koi pond over here. We got a watering trough for when we get horses or pygmy goats. Also, chickens everywhere. Gotta have chickens.
We're gonna jump in here. We're gonna jump. Come on, Martini, man.
Oh, combat pit! Of course!
Right.
This is the combat pit. I didn't even think about
See, the
this.
problem is, I'm not thinking, but the thing is, you need like fire here, like a ring of fire, so we know
Dude,
to get
can
out.
you imagine us all wearing robes holding torches?
Yes,
This is
exactly.
the initiation pit.
All I've ever wanted.
Oh my God! How great is this gonna be? Oh, just, you know what's funny is I thought it was a funny joke to say we're starting a cult, but the more I talk it out, the more I think,
It sounds like a great idea.
I don't know. Okay, we're gonna take the long way around. Let's walk quick so we can show people. All right, here we go. So, there are multiple levels. So this top part over here, this front third of everything, I could eventually see curated, beautiful. By the way, this is part of a watershed, so it will always be limited in the amount of what they call impervious cover. So that means like we'll have to do a lot of gravel roads and trails. Eventually. Oh yeah, by the way, spiders. Lots of spiders. Like that spider right there. You know what? There. Hey man, you're not paying rent. I'm tearing down your... So, as we go back, one of the things you'll notice, we're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper here. This is where the view gets better. So I don't know, talked about the idea of a big old tower, the beautiful view. Now, right here might be a good spot, because you notice you just get a little bit higher. You can be able to see all the way down in that valley, the rolling hill country out beyond it. And we're also closer to that 5G tower. And, hang on. There we go. Here, I'll turn it around. This is what it looks like walking down. It is... Jason just shouted through the map in the fucking river. Too close to home. So the view that I'm so in love with, you can actually see. Almost. You can certainly see it if you go up that hill. There's a gorgeous view and it's westerly. So I'm picturing sunsets and good times. This mid area here, here's the other thing I love, is that everything splits into like different locations. I want to come up with different stories, different locations for us to shoot at. Like, hey, this is where combat training happens. Hey, over here is where we go to gentleman's school. Hey, here's where we camp and it's beautiful and blissful or whatever. Here in Central Texas, a lot of this is limestone, it's porous. And all these are cedars. They are demonic abominations, and I can't wait to reclaim all the water. None of y'all are paying rent, you motherfuckers! There we go. Rattlesnakes, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a real thing. Let me see if I can find it. But there's a pile of garbage that time traveled from 1971. See if you can find it. If you spot it out of the corner of your eye, a real thing. It's covered in pull tabs, and back when you used to have to use a church key to open old oil cans. So back here, this trail kind of blocks off, and we're gonna go down here. Now here's the part where you guys are gonna have to use a little bit of theater of the mind, because you're not gonna see what I saw. And there was one moment that I realized this is gonna happen. And it was a moment I walked down here with my daughter, we got a little bit lost. It was kind of fun, but also 5 bars the entire time. And we ran into the wet weather pond and the wet weather creek. In fact, oh, you know what? This is good. There's not, right now it's dry. So half the year, this is a pond. And when it rains, it is gorgeous. There are birds and ducks that go in here. I picture me and Jason paddling around in a boat. I picture us throwing a hand grenade in a lake and seeing what happens. I picture.
Oh man, I am growing a drug bush down there.
Yeah. So, all the way down here. So here's the thing. I talked to the builder, and I'm like, I really like this wet weather creek. I like this pond. Is it possible to cause there to be water here all the time? Do you lay down some trash bags or something? And he patiently explained, no. Well, number one, yes, this is what grown-ups do, is they sculpt landscapes. It costs something called money, but what they do is they mix something into. Remember when we talked about that 20% impermeable stuff? And if there are any experts out there who would like to help me on this, I'd love to hear about this. Also, by the way, there's my best friend, that LTE tower. But basically, you get some cars. You get backhoes or whatever, and they mix in some stuff to kind of turn this into a big bowl. And then that holds on to the water. Then you do some agricultural landscaping, and you figure out like, hey, all you cedars that everybody hates that suck up all the water, let's get rid of those. Let's make everything beautiful and on purpose and intentional. And then, I mean, in my heart of hearts, and I don't know if this is possible, but I love the idea of a few tiny houses, a few bungalows, something to throw up on Airbnb, something for you guys to come visit and hang out. Little decks, jump in, swim, come all the way down here, pick up sand because you went 20 feet down, show it off to your friends, shoot fireworks. Also, take a listen to this. We're far enough out, you hear nothing. All of these trees become perfect sound baffles, and it is quiet bliss. It is spiritual and magic. And I love the idea of sitting right here on this spot on a giant, hilarious yellow rubber ducky looking up at a beautiful sky. Also, this is the moment, this is the place I want to be on April, 2024? April 9th, 2024. I want to be right here, looking right up as there is a total eclipse right here on this property where I'm running a cult at a compound, sitting on a yellow rubber duck. It's a very simple dream. I think it's a universal dream, now that I think about it. I think most of us have been there, to invite all of your acolytes to join you for the total eclipse and the ascension and the happening. Yo, what's up?
Say hi to Facebook.
Say hi what?
Are you gonna lead the charge?
Yeah, all right, here, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. So, we're coming up on, before I saw the water, because we saw it the very first time it was dry. Before we saw anything, I was dialed in on the sheer scale, the size of everything. I was like, man, this just keeps going back. And it turns out that this is 7 acres pretty much straight in a row, and it ends right up here, and then it kind of loops around and goes back. But behind this is 22 more acres that at some point, again, flight of fancy, I hope becomes available to us, so that because there's another pond underneath. But here's what I want you guys to see. Take a look at this. At the back end of the property, and it looks straight up. I don't know if it's Blair Witch. I don't know if I picture bride and a groom walking down this aisle. But all of this, I feel like, could be sculpted and made into beautiful arches with lighting in here. There's something special about this corridor right along the back, right? So I don't know if it should be haunted or beautiful or what, but there's something magical about this space, right?
Oh, it's a little bit, yeah.
So you got this berm on each side. Over here, imagine there's a bunch of water.
arch kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's
right?
That's the freaky part. It's just like that, like it's a perfect archway.
Also, closer to that magic view that I'm trying to get to. It's over there somewhere.
We should put a McDonald's.
All right, here's the question.
Yes, sir.
Do you get rid of this tree or keep it?
I don't know. Is it a cedar?
I don't know.
I see virtually no green on it.
I haven't seen it.
Man, that sounds like something I would hire an expert to walk me through.
It's only because of the pathway. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So imagine we pretty all this up. Since we got all this stone, put a foundation on something on there. Oh, by the way, tons of poison ivy, poison oak. If you are not one of those guys, we're gonna take blow torches to all of this. Be careful. So spiders, hauntings, qigong masters, nudists, victims of the satanic panic.
We're calling them the nude-ers because we're the nudists.
You said we're calling them the nude-ers because we're the nudists. All right, so we are now heading back to the house, which again, now's the time for me to remind you, not what you actually see, but what you can see in the future. Look at the bones. Figure it, this is all blank canvas. The whole time we were walking around this, I just kept feeling deep in my gut, like room to grow, room to do anything. Bocce ball court over there, tiger pit over here, helipad, better helipad. Man, I just think about being up on a really tall building, flying the drone around and whatnot. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of a view over here. It'll be really interesting figuring out which trees to keep and which to prune. How to make this pretty.
I love the twisted trees back here because it looks like an RPG.
It does, it does.
Harry
And that's
Potter type universe.
We need to hire an arborist and an arsonist.
And
an
also-
arborist, an arsonist,
And
a gardener, a cleaner, a wolf.
And a gigantic spider.
Are you telling me that you can't DIY your own arson? Because that is irritating.
He can DIY the arson, it's just the putting out part to it.
There is a resident fox or two. There's some wildlife around, but we can also hire some. Get some deer, some cougars, by which I mean 45-year-old women who are attracted to younger males. So, okay, this is the beginning of the Wet Weather Creek. You can see it goes all the way on down and all the way on up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. That's a little bit clearer. Goes up and then down right here. So I don't know if this would look better a little bit cleared out so you could just see the straight shot all the way down to the pond or what. And then now we are getting back to the sacrifice pit, to the initiation chamber, to the battle arena. One of the other ideas we were toying with is the idea of we're going to have to redo the septic on this because the septic is totally shut. The thinking is like, well, if we're redoing the septic, why don't we do it in such a way that we can make some easy pull-ins for RVs, and friends and supporters can make part of their cross-country journey to pull in, hang out for a couple days with us. We should buy a Dance Dance Revolution arcade machine, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then throw it at people.
Our ATV budget? Oh man. What if we made one of those Hot Wheels loop-de-loops and all that stuff? And then it ended in a ramp that went into a pond or whatever?
But the catch is we have to use horses.
but you have to do it with horses? Yes. All right, so we're heading on back. By the way, for those of you guys just joining us, hi, welcome to Texas, Central Texas. It's 100 degrees, but that's okay because we have control over the air around us with a little thing called AC, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure the AC may or may not work inside this place. But again, think where we're headed, not what's here. Right. I feel like in some goofy way, this insane flight of fancy, this tilting at windmills, is what I bothered to live. my previous 40-something years in order to accomplish. It's gonna be a wild ride. Hot damn, I want to see all of you guys here. Okay, so now we're getting back to the house. House, welcome to Paper Street. You are not your paycheck. You are not your khakis. You're not the car you drive. You're not a beautiful snowflake. You are the same all singing, all dancing crap of the world. So there's a couple sheds. I don't even know what that is. But again, it looks like there was some momentum made towards doing like a koi pond or something over here. Man, I would love to team up with somebody who's like an eco poet, somebody who's a sculptor of beauty and digs this canvas and start a 5-year journey to create paradise. There you go. It's a little bit low right now because it hasn't been well attended, but all of this beautiful frog pond over here. And this gives you an idea of what it'll look and feel like opened up. A little bit of room to grow. Some grass, some landscaping over here. We're playing bocce ball, lawn darts, archery. Man. Dude, this. Hey, Jason. Jason, do you remember your idea of the ultimate paintball apocalypse?
Oh yeah,
I mean, this
That's
is
happening.
the arena, right?
this is where it's gonna happen. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Trevor over there shaking a shaker with the gun in his back. He's like, I wasn't cut out for this shit.
Off in the wilderness.
They got flat swords.
Flat swords, yeah. Oh yeah, some stuff got left behind. I guess that's ours now.
I think we need to build a castle for the Austin Historical Weapons Guild fellas.
That sounds right. Oh yeah, for the HEMA folks. Yeah. Oh, this has got to be the battle arena, right? Draw a giant circle,
battle-
like freaking
the battle
runes
arena.
and all that stuff. You fill everything with fuel, and then you announce the battle's going to begin, and you lower your torch, and the fire just swoops all the way around, and then it begins. How fucking great!
We're
is
gonna
this
have to get some
be?
floor toms, those.
Oh shit! We should learn to drum. We should learn to do like thunders, like ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum.
I know a guy. He can teach us to drum. We'll get some floor toms. Yeah.
Okay.
Like goblin war drums, like it's Moria.
The leathersmith shop. Fucking back over there. That's a leathersmith or blacksmithing
Now
or
you're
whatever.
just turning it into an RPG village.
Yes,
which
all
is
of these-
awesome.
Yeah. We'll pay a dude to just say, look around, stay a while, and listen.
All right, Dagger King. I was wondering where you would go with it, whether it be an Ultima reference or a Diablo
Yeah,
reference.
dude, holy shit, you just blew my mind. Fucking literal friends with Lord British,
Right,
Richard
Richard
Garriott.
Garriott.
Richard Garriott will set foot here. We can
Really?
get him to come here.
Awesome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, and you cannot kill him.
No, of course not.
I mean, we could try.
It's like,
That's the episode is,
Like-
can you kill
Hey,
Lord
Richard,
British?
Come on out to the battle pit. We're just gonna test some things.
He's gonna slash kick.
All right, so we talked about like eventually there will be a space to work and a space to play and all that other stuff. But most importantly, there needs to be a place today to do both living and sleeping and having comfortable overnights and just hanging out and being in here and all that stuff. So here's how it's going to look for the next few months. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be ugly. We're going to look like a low-budget operation. I assure you, it's only because we're a low-budget operation. But we will get through this. So, imagine this. In the short term, before we build the castle, the tower, and all the crazy stuff, before we build a crow's nest that shoots 700 feet into the air.
No. Oh, no, this is the one that shoots up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it pumps water from the ground.
Imagine you walk in, and there's your receptionist saying, "Welcome to Diamond Group, LLC.
Is that what we're calling it?
Global International. Okay, so I don't know if this ends up being a welcome center. Maybe you walk in. This is in the short term where we throw up some meta bays and hang out and get work done. Giant whiteboard up here with plans for global domination and a phone booth. I don't know why this is here or what this room is, but
This
it
is the
looks
Silkwood
like.
chamber.
So the original house was built in the 1960s. They just kept building more house around it.
Like the Winchester house.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. Everything about this is insane, and I'm so happy about it. It's crazy. So
What this used to be.
ready?
Flip.
This is
Oh my god.
the arena. This is the studio.
Okay.
This is where we podcast in the short. I don't know if this will be another bathroom or what. We'll figure that out. The kitchen.
Definitely haunted.
Yep. Hello, welcome to Paper Street. Covered with Cat 6 cabling. Code.
Not in the slightest.
I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if we keep it simple.
So the blues
And-
Cat 6? Or the blues just random?
Yeah, the blue's Cat 6,
Okay.
and it runs throughout the entire house.
Okay, that's good.
Right? So,
I was gonna ask that
somewhere we have a sink, I imagine, and we'll be cooking things at some point and doing stuff. I don't know what that looks like.
And where is the kitchen? Is this
You're standing in
This
it.
is the kitchen.
By the way, the kitchen apparently used to be a living room because there's a fireplace here.
And the ductwork.
This is what I say. I say brick oven pizza thing.
Yes.
Oh, brick oven. We learned how to do Neapolitan style
did?
fire thing. No, that's what we should.
No, I think
We
so.
get our friends over at Pius to teach us. Okay, so I don't know what this looks like over here, but keep in mind there's room out here. This could be a fine little backyard, nice and trimmed and cozy as hell. A little courtyard. People can smoke or whatever. Smoke pipes. All right, so here's today's epiphany. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
There are 3 more rooms.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was trying to figure out, like, which one should be Brian's office, and which one should be the suite for visitors to sleep in, and which one should be Jason's office. And all of a sudden it hit me. It's like, why pick anything for anyone? Here's what we do. All 3 of these rooms have a workstation that you can either log in as a guest or somebody let me know I'm still live. Am I still live? And then there's a nice chair that folds out into, or maybe there's a Murphy bed or something, right? So all 3 can be bedrooms, all 3 can be places to work or whatever. But I was like, but they should each have a different aesthetic, right? They should have a vibe.
Oh yeah, like the karaoke rooms at Highball.
That's right.
That's what Allison was saying.
That's right.
Gentlemen,
Gentleman, warrior, and scoundrel. Here's what we do, is the fans print out what iconic imagery, put it in a frame, send it to us. We'll put in the warrior room, we'll put pictures of Bruce Lee and General MacArthur and all this shit. In the gentleman room, it'll feel like you're at a barber shop and there'll be all this beautiful shit. In the scoundrel room, fucking Houdini and magic shit.
we come
So-
in and steal your wallet.
So long after we do our work outside of here, in
We can make it into one of those rooms where it looks
like a wacky funhouse thing, right? Like we can where water pours uphill
Right,
or whatever.
exactly. This is the scoundrel room.
Even the bookcases are slant.
This is the scoundrel. This is straight the scoundrel room.
This is
Like
okay.
the magic room. This is where we're magic afterwards.
Okay, and then over here is 2 more rooms. So okay, so maybe one of these is warrior, and again we make it nice and well lit and all that stuff. Also, again, is big and is a blank canvas.
turn it into a bar.
Do we, how big, do we do like a crazy jacuzzi bathtub and all this shit in here or what?
Yeah, you obviously got the sink drain there.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Jacuzzi toilet.
With bubbles.
I mean, what's it matter if you're just gonna flush it all out?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
right?
brilliant. You get clean.
Yep, yeah.
You get clean. It gets dirty.
You know how I'm a fan of efficiency.
Man, oh man. Dude.
Sebastian asks, "Where's the helipad?" Incoming.
It's in your heart.
It's in your the
Is where it
helipad
is.
yard. What's a death cab for cuties on
Also, here's one of the side effects. One of the side effects of this being a house that had a house built around it is even though there's lots of traffic on this road, you hear nothing. Right now, you're only hearing the AC. It is dead silent and also very well insulated, which will be important because, as you know, I like it a little chilly when we're shooting.
Oh, yeah. It's chillier than it is now. Wait, does that projector come with the house?
Yes, everything. We have it.
We were just talking about looks like I wasn't paying attention. That's okay.
Looks like it was made to project there where that
It does look like.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
rotated 90 degrees.
Or
I guess we can turn on these lights. Or...
No, it's 360 and it's a
It's insane.
All right. Any questions before I wrap things up? I guess we held on to 155 people. How many folks we got over here?
14.
It's good. It's a testament to the community's growing.
Tell your patrons. Like the Facebook page.
Oh yeah, do us a favor, gang. Facebook. You're on Facebook. Your mom's on Facebook. Otherwise, how's your mom going to ask you why aren't you on Facebook? Join us right this very minute. Head on over to facebook.com/modernrogues, plural, because everything else was taken. Man, you're not
Eventually,
kidding.
we're going to start having patrons come out here and hang out with us.
Yep. My goal is to have the official opening, launch, invitational party on April 9th of 2019.
Why is that?
Well, because we can have the anniversary party every single year
Oh, yeah.
for 5 years, and then on the 5th anniversary will be the total eclipse of our hearts. And this will be where we all spend it, and we ascend. Okay, look, everybody. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. I'll answer a bunch of questions. But if you have not already watched today's Modern Rogue video, it's a good one. I went blind temporarily. It's right at the beginning. You can't miss it. It's crazy. Here's what I want you guys to do. Here's my task to you guys. We've been very good about a style guide on Modern Rogue. I think we've been good about a voice for what we do. I think we've been good about the storytelling on the quest that Jason and I are up on. I am ready and excited to do better community building and make all of this a more fun clubhouse, both theoretically or virtually with all the online stuff. You guys tell us more about what you want to build out with the clubhouse, but also physically here. I mean, it's a big step to buy a lot of land because you intend to invite over a lot of new family, and that's you guys. Thank you for everything that you made possible. You guys are the best. We're starting a real cult. I'm ending this stream. I love you.
We decide on grape or strawberry.
I don't know how to stop it. Oh, now it ends. Diamond Club, peace out.